formula down, you're gonna be okay. Um, uh, this is gonna be x minus a minus 13 squared plus y minus a minus 15 squared equals 1 squared. X plus 13 squared plus y plus 15 squared equals 1. Like, okay, now there's more to do. This is I actually don't know. Your teacher probably does not call this standard form. I think this is standard form.
Um,
Looking ahead, because for 3 and 4, you kind of want to multiply them out, but this one looks okay. I guess this is okay. I don't know. Is this what you guys saw in class?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You do a quick search. Yeah. There's like banded form, but I guess that's not what they're looking for here.
Right.
Okay. You want to try number 2 on your own, please?
Sure, yeah.
So it's basically the same thing, just different numbers. So.
Okay, x minus 11 squared plus y minus 8 squared equals 4.
That is correct. Good. Okay. So the next one, it that's why I was asking about the form. Sometimes like when you have fractions, you're not supposed to just put them in the formula.
Right.
I'm okay with this, but there's not really a better way to leave this. So did you have any notes in class? I mean, is there anything different that your teacher wanted that you can remember?
No, it was just that, I think.
Yeah. Um, if you were to expand this, you'd get some fractions and you could multiply and maybe get rid of a few things, but this in this form, that's all you got. So,
Okay.
all right. So we got the center and the radius. So again, it's x minus 3 square root 2 squared plus y minus 11 squared equals 2 square root 15 squared. So the only question this one might be how to deal with that 2 square root 15 squared. You're squaring the 2, you're squaring the square root of 15. Ends up being 60 on the right side there. Any questions on that?
Um, no. Do you, well, yeah, do you have to like do that same thing into like the 3 root 2?
That's why I keep asking, because I mean, no, you don't distribute the if you FOIL it, but you're still gonna have roots in there. Um, like the form of a circle is like ax squared plus by squared equals like c squared. Like that's one of the forms. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's some other stuff too. There's it depends on it could be a cx plus a dy, and then this would then be e. This is the other form that you occasionally see these in. Occasionally, it looks like you're moving in the direction of conic sections. So this is This is kind of your cheat sheet for conic sections. Here's a bit more of this. Um, they use different letters, but if for circles A equals C, I look those different letters, but you can see and that this is not standard form. This is expanded form.
Right, okay.
I just wondered if you saw that in class.
No.
Okay, you might. Let me drop this cheat sheet into the chat here for conic sections. Really, really a good one. Maybe my favorite one. It's perfect for this part of the course. Makes it pretty easy for what you're about to do.
Okay.
Okay, so back to this problem. No, I mean you don't expand. I mean you could FOIL, but I don't think that's what it's asking you to do.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at number 5. This is a working backwards problem. So good thing to write the standard form underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So what is H and what is K?
Is it -1?
-1 and -1. Yeah. So the center, H comma K, -1, -1. So you want to put a dot there, even though that's not really it. The radius is not 16. The radius squared is 16. So what is the radius?
4.
Is 4. So you're going to go up 4, down 4, left 4, right 4, the whole, if you're Catholic, you go up, down, left, right, I think. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just count 4 up, 4 down, 4 left, 4 right. And then you do your best to draw something that looks like a circle. It should look somewhat like a circle.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. All right. So can you give me the center of this circle, please?
Um. Oh, -1 and 2.
Yeah, -1, comma 2. So right up there. The radius squared is 19, so the radius is the square root of 19. You want to remember that the square root of 16 is 4, and the square root of 25 is 5. So it's somewhere between there.
Okay.
So that means like maybe 4.5.
Okay.
So you just go up 4.5, roughly right 4.5, down 4.5, left 4.5. And then you can just kind of sweep that circle as best you can. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, so the last two is to write the slope intercept form of the line. That means to solve for y. So you're looking at an equation like this, and you're going to solve for y. Do you feel like you can do this on your own? maybe give it a
Yes.
try, or all right, go ahead and see what you come up with, please.
Okay. Um, I don't think I did it right. I have y equals 3 minus x over 2.
Okay, let's move the 6 over and then subtract the x. It's better to put the variable first. So it's going to be 2y equals minus x plus 6. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, so now you divide everything by 2. Mean both of them by 2. So that's y equals minus 1/2 x plus 3. Can you tell me the slope and the b value of this?
Slope is negative 1/2 and b is 3.
Very good. All right, very good. Why don't you try number 8 on your own? It's the same. It's gonna have fractions though, but that's okay.
Okay.
I'll leave this one up in case you want to look at it as a reference.
All right. Okay, y equals negative 7 over 5x minus 2.
All right, I heard that right. Y equals negative 7 over 5x minus 2. Yeah.
Yes.
What's the slope and the b value?
The slope is negative 7 over 2 and the b is negative 2.
7 over 5.
Oh yeah, 7 over 5.
All right, cool. All right. Do you have another side of this paper or something else you'd like us to work on today?
Um, I do. I'll send the
Okay,
picture.
sounds good. All right. There it is. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it actually also isn't super long, but it's okay. Okay, so increasing means that the graph is going up and to the right. So you always look at these things from left to right. And then you want to identify peak and valleys. And so the intervals of increase and decrease, they are the x values. So we really need those three x values in red. Just kind of like roughly, it's like minus 1.2. That one is at 0, and that's maybe at 1.2, we'll say. I'm just estimating those. We don't know them exactly.
Right.
Because we're looking at the valley, not where it crosses. So um, increasing means it's going up and to the right. So it's going up and to the right from minus 1.2 to 0. So hopefully that is clear here. That's this region right in there. And then it's also increasing in that region there, 1.2 to infinity. These are always open intervals with parentheses.
Okay.
Now the decrease is the other intervals. So from minus infinity to minus 1.2, and then from 0 to 1.2. But this one and this one.
Okay.
Any questions on that? That's maybe a more complicated example than number 2.
No.
All right. So again, you go from left to right. You identify the peaks and the valleys. It's like a country music song. The X value is there, so whatever, minus 3 and maybe like minus 0.5. So it's always the X values. That's one of the hardest things for students to remember here, is that it's the X values.
Yeah.
So where is this graph increasing? Where is it decreasing?
Increasing -3 -0.5.
Okay. And then the decreasing is the other intervals.
Um is it the same?
Decreasing is when it's going down and to the right. So it can't be the same interval. So I'll shade it here again for you. So the increasing is in here. The decreasing has to be the other intervals. So this one and then this one. How far left does it go? I mean, what's the leftmost x value if it goes forever?
Oh, infinity.
Negative infinity. That's because you're going left forever. You're going all the way to this -3,
Mm.
comma, negative 0.5 to infinity. Remember, it's the x values.
Okay, right.
So another way to do this, and this might be easier. Let me maybe suggest this. Let me just grab this highlighter thing here. The other thing you do is draw a number line where you put the x values where it's changing, like that. And
Mm-hmm.
then if it's increasing, you put a plus, and if it's decreasing, you put a minus, and then you can see the intervals.
Okay.
I mean, I like that approach, but I don't know how new this is to you, so I don't want to. 3 and 4 would also be more of the first ones to look at anyway. All right, so let's maybe try that again from left to right. You find the X value here. So that's at 3. That's of a min or a max. You're looking for mins or maxes. And so that's at 3. That's minus infinity. That's positive infinity. So what's going on the left here? Is it increasing or decreasing? And you're going left to right. Like, I mean, you can imagine like, it's like, are you walking uphill or downhill?
Um, uphill, increasing.
In which interval?
And
It's left to right, left to right.
wait. So on the right, he's decreasing.
The
So
decreasing means you're going downhill. What person is walking downhill as you're going left to right?
um the one on the left.
Yeah, I mean, just, well, that was odd. Okay, we should be back. I don't know what happened. The screen, yeah, so just make sure you're still with me. Yeah, you're still there. Okay. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to share. Like this person's walking down this way. They're going downhill. So that's decreasing. They get down to this bottom and then they're walking uphill. So that's increasing.
Okay.
So this number line really helps because it just tells you the intervals. What's the interval for decreasing? That's the negative one.
Is 3 and negative infinity. Oh wait, negative infinity first.
Yeah, it's got to be left to right.
Right. Of an increasing 3 to infinity.
Okay, so let's have you try number 4 on your own here. I'll leave this example up. It's very much like it.
Increasing, is it -1, infinity?
So why did you choose -1?
Wait, no, wait, it's 4.
It's always the X values. Okay, so is it increasing over here or increasing over here? Where is the person going uphill?
Ooh. On the left side.
On the left side.
Mm.
So that's increasing, that's decreasing. So what would the interval be?
Increasing is negative infinity, comma 4.
Okay,
And
and decreasing?
4, comma negative or comma infinity.
Doesn't matter that the graph is going down forever. Like it might seem like, oh, that's important, but it's actually not. It has nothing to do with that. All right, let's look at number 5. Number 5 here. Okay, so again, you want to identify these mins and these maxes, these peaks and these valleys. And I would put them on the number line here. So there's one at like -4, and then I'll say like, I don't know, -2.8. And then you got to decide whether from left to right, whether it's increasing or decreasing in each of these regions.
Okay.
And I know you probably don't have a ruler, but I remember actually when I did a lot of in person, I remember telling students to use the ruler. If it was going up and to the right, down and to the right, it kind of told you right away.
mm, mhm. Increasing one is -4 to -2.8.
I agree. And then decreasing.
-2.8 to infinity.
So -infinity to -4 and -2.8 to infinity.
Okay.
All right. You want to try number 6 on your own?
Sure. Increasing. I said -3.2, comma infinity.
That's only one of the intervals. That's just this one. Is there anywhere else that's going up and to the right?
Negative infinity to -6.
Yeah, normally they'd want to see that one first.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Um, I don't even know if I would make a big deal out of it. I might, because it should be left to right. And how about decrease?
Um, -6 to -3.2.
All right, very good. Is there anything else?
No, that was it.
All right, well, we can certainly stop here if you feel like you got everything you needed done tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right, let's go ahead and stop right here.